kinds of jobs are there available for someone that wants to pursue a career?
Okay. There's lots of different ones available and in lots of different fields, right? I did most of my career in aerospace, right? And so working on mechanical systems having to do with airplanes, right? And so there's lots of different ones, right? Hydraulic systems or, the landing gears, lots of
Automotive.
right, or there's
Yeah.
there's automotive, there's oil and gas, energy. I mean, there's mechanical engineers in almost every industrial field there is. So even computers and stuff, maybe not so much anymore, but when hard drives used to be mechanical.
Yeah. What is the employment outlook like? Is it growing?
I'd
Is
say
there a
mechanical
demand?
engineering is probably stable. I mean, I wouldn't say it's growing. I would say it's probably very stable, but there's definitely a demand. And like with all other engineering, right, there's demand because there's not been a lot of people going into engineering, and there are going to be a lot more people leaving engineering.
Okay. What's like a typical entry-level salary?
Entry-level salary of mechanical engineers for it's probably like these days. We were hiring not very many years ago, and mechanical engineers like $58,000 a year.
Okay.
And that can go if you've got like a master's degree. Could go as high as like 70. So that's probably pretty normal.
What do you find unique about your career?
Unique about my career, or about mechanical engineering? I think the thing that's unique about mechanical engineering, I'm not quite sure how to put this, but it's you have to kind of deal with the actual physical laws, right? And so it's software guys. That's where I compare myself to software guys, and it's like software guys, it's just very easy, right? You're writing commands and you're commanding this to do that and this to do that. And with mechanical engineering, it's like, well, I kind of got this block and I know that if I do this, it will do this. And that's different than just direct relationships and making commands, right?
So a lot of physics involved.
Yeah, and you have to use the building blocks that you're given. You don't really
Can't
able to make your own necessarily.
So what sacrifices have you had to make to succeed in this field?
Sacrifices. Gosh, I don't know. I guess I don't really feel like I've had to. I mean, just study, right? Yeah. I mean, you have to study and you have to apply yourself. You have to, learn how you learn, right? So that's probably the big things. Is just time. The thing I'd probably sacrifice the most is time.
Like most of So is there like a certain type of person that experiences a lot of success in engineering?
I mean, I think somebody who I would say is like a natural builder to begin with, that just likes that. I mean, I think that is a certain class of person. Somebody that likes to make things, and you get the enjoyment from creating things. And I think that's the kind of person that does well at engineering.
What's the most important thing someone planning to enter this career should know?
The most important thing is, I think, probably tied to what I just said. You need to have that enjoyment from doing the work, because if you don't have that enjoyment, you won't like it, and you won't stick with it, and it will just be drudgery, right? You won't be happy.
So, are there any parts of your job that you find, like, what are the most challenging parts of your job?
Let's see, most challenging parts are dealing with the things that aren't physics, right? Dealing with people and like money and finances. Things that are out of your control and don't respond to rational inputs, shall we say.
And then on the other hand, what do you find most enjoyable?
Well, again, it's the seeing something that you plan and you've worked on, and then here it is, and it's reality. I mean, that's the thing that by far I enjoy.